Today I'm coming at you from the Lighthouse Marina in Baltimore, Maryland, and behind me is Flohom number 7. This is a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom. It's 16 feet wide by 53 feet long. That makes it just under 850 square feet, and a lot of surprises today. This is my second time staying in a Flohom. You might have seen that I stayed in Flohom number 1, but I'm going to be honest with you, this one's quite a bit nicer. So I've been here for about 45 minutes, just enough time to take a quick nap, recharge the jets, and what I would like to do is take a quick walk around the outside. We'll walk the dock real quick, talk about a few of the features, we'll go up to the rooftop deck, and then we'll duck inside, and I'm going to show you everything going on in this 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom floating home. So yeah, it is a bit windy out here. Hopefully that's not too annoying in the video. If it picks up much more, I'm going to raise the sails on this thing and take her out for a rip. That was a test. If you think there's sails on this home, you failed, because this is definitely more home than boat, even though it's floating on the water. And you might be looking at it thinking, this is a houseboat. Sure, technically it is a houseboat, but again, it is way more home than boat, and I would consider it a floating home, hence the name Flohom. So if you caught the first video when I stayed in Flohom 1, the biggest difference between that one and this one, they're the exact same size, is this one was built by Flohom. So they've since become vertically integrated, and now they manufacture all of their own homes, and it's a noticeable difference. So another thing, no spiral staircase on the back. They've got the access out of the main bedroom. If we want to get up to the rooftop deck, which we do, we got to go to the front of the home, board on the side, and then go up the spiral staircase on the front. So let's get one more look at the front here. You've got the covered porch with the built-in LEDs. Let's call this a captain's chair. Even though this thing's not going anywhere, there's no captain on this home. That's the closest thing you're going to get to it. So let's head up the spiral staircase and check out the rooftop deck. What we've got up here is full dining table with enough chairs for 8. We've got the lounge area in the middle with the propane fireplace, and then at the back here we have got the Shea loungers taking in the view of the rest of the marina. So I don't know how much you know about Flohom, but right now they are building the floating homes and running a hospitality business. But I sat down with Brian at the factory, and it was interesting to hear some of the plans going forward. So right now they are focused on hospitality, but going forward they're going to roll this out in a couple different avenues. So there's going to be options for long-term living on Flohoms. They're going to have Flohom communities, and it's going to be really interesting to see how this all unfolds. They got a lot of big ideas, and I'm excited to see how it plays out. Let's go inside. I want to show you what they got going on in here. Welcome inside Flohom number 8, which is officially my favorite Flohom out of all the Flohoms that I've ever been in, which is 2. So the way they've got this home set up, obviously they've got the front living room, and I have been told that this is the same size as Flohom number 1, but it just feels quite a bit more spacious. I'm not sure why, because this one has an extra bedroom. So to me it doesn't add up, but I gotta take it at face value. So what we've got in the living room is, again, the full wall of windows on the front. You've got 2 windows on this side, 2 on this side, and then they've got the galley kitchen. So I guess you do lose the island, but honestly, I'll take it. This layout slaps. Starting off in the kitchen, this makes a lot of sense to me. They've got the beverage cooler, wine cooler, beer fridge, whatever you want to call it, right here on the end of the kitchen, close proximity to where people are going to be socializing. So you've got the living room over here, chair there, and then they've got the dining table right at the front with views out pretty much every side. So moving down into the galley kitchen, let's have a look at what they've got for storage, shall we? It seems people always want to know where they're going to store their stuff, so I want you to know. What we've got at the front, couple drawers here up above, and Rumi cube. brings people together, a classic. Okay, it's the original too. Sounds fun. You could use that for utensils. This one has coffee and it looks really fancy. So this is Store Mio. I will definitely be trying that before I leave tomorrow. Under here, this is kind of an appliance garage. Garbage drawer here, 2 cans. Up above, we've got spot for glasses. Check out the tiles on this backsplash. So nice design on there, definitely gives it a little pop. Dishwasher, and then we get to the deep, wide sink with storage underneath. Pretty typical. Bank of 3 drawers here. We've got 4-burner cooktop with drawers underneath and 4 cabinets surrounding the microwave before we get to the very back of this kitchen. 1 open cabinet to store, well, they've got cleaning supplies in there. And then down below, this is the hot water tank. If you're wondering where the main fridge is, not sure if you can see it in the shot, you probably can. It is right here. So this is a mid-size GE fridge. Refrigeration up top, 2 freezer drawers down below. Above that, another spot to put whatever you want. Let's keep moving. This is where things really get exciting. Turns out I jumped the gun on the excitement. This isn't where it gets really exciting, but I do want to show it. Stacking washer dryer right here, just off the kitchen, close to the bedrooms. Let's go into bedroom 2. You know what's really cool about the floating home concept? You can move it. It does have a motor on the back, but that's kind of just to meet the regulations. I talked to Brian, and if you want to move this home, they use another boat to move it. It's not a pleasure craft. You're not taking it down to the sandbar for the afternoon, unloading your cooler and having yourself a day, but it is more movable than a house on a foundation, and by far. So for example, if you look behind me right now, we're parked right beside a restaurant, which is going to be very convenient for me because I don't like to get groceries when I do this, and I'm just going to wander over there and have a nice meal, maybe a grilled cheese or something like that, and then I'm 2 minutes to get home. It's going to be perfect. But if you don't like this location, you can move it to another one with a different view or buy a different restaurant. Maybe this restaurant stinks. I guess we'll find out. So yeah, that is something that I really like about this concept is if you don't like where you live in, you just untie and move on. It's really quite cool. So in this, the second bedroom, we've got kind of open shelving over there. You got a place to hang your things. Built-in lights beside the bed. I believe this is a queen, but you know, it might be a king now that I'm looking at it. Doesn't matter to me because I'm sleeping in the main bedroom, so let's check that out. As I mentioned, I already took this bed for a spin with a little cat nap earlier today, and I'm signing off on the comfort level. I almost didn't wake up. The biggest difference in this bedroom compared to bedroom 2 is you've got access out to the back porch, and there is an ensuite over there. So again, 2 bathrooms. Both are pretty similar, but I'm going to show those in the walkthrough portion of the video, which is right now. The main entrance to the Flohom, of course, is on the end of the home through the sliding glass door. Off to the left, you've got the dining room. TV mounted in the corner, window out to the marina there, and as I pan around past the kitchen, you'll see the feature wall in the living space before I get to the windows on the side wall with the view of what I believe to be a restaurant. I haven't actually looked in to see if it is a restaurant or not, just kind of looks like one. So I'm going to scoot through the kitchen because I already talked about that at length, down towards the back of the home, and we'll touch on some of the stuff that I missed. So through the laundry room, around the corner here, off to the right is bedroom 2. Straight ahead is the main bathroom. Tile shower, you've got brass hardware in there, and a little shelf for the shampoo, conditioner, and body wash. Marine toilet right here, again with a window up above looking out at what I believe to be a restaurant. There's the vanity, a little bit of storage underneath for towels, mirror up above, and off to the right, bedroom 2. Quick look through here. Let's check out the view. So you got the patio right there, which is probably hopping in the summer, which could be a good or bad thing depending on the type of person you are. Let's go into my bedroom. So this is where I'm staying tonight. As I mentioned, I've got the view of the boats, behind me. And what I really like about this is it's got its own private patio off the back. That's the reason I chose it. Probably won't use it much because there isn't a chair back here. Oh, a ladder. I could go swimming. Not sure if I will, but it's available if I want it. The other good thing about this bedroom is the ensuite right here. So pretty much a mirror of the other one, just flipped. So all the same stuff that I just showed you in the main bedroom. 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, galley kitchen, front living room with a full wall of windows on the front. And I just noticed straight on, I've got a couple of yachts for neighbors, which is sweet. All right, let's talk pricing. There you have it, Flohom number 7 from Flohom. Again, my favorite Flohom of all the Flohoms that I've been in. Now, I know people are going to be interested in what's the price of something like this. And when I sat down with Brian, I did get a range. So they've got anything from studios up to 2-bedroom models like this one. And he gave me a range from $350 up to $500,000+. I know it's not an exact figure, but at least it gives us a place to start. Hope you enjoyed the tour. Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.